Kissing in real life might be pretty dang nice, but let's face it, swapping spit just doesn't have the best history in video games. These are some of the most awkward smooches in gaming. There might be plenty of reasons why an animated hedgehog might want to hook up with a human woman, but that doesn't make it any less awkward. In Sonic the Hedgehog 06, Sonic does just that. Even though the illicit kiss is difficult for fans and critics to swallow, it's happened and opened everyone's eyes to the world of interspecies romance.
Sonic, if you leave here to go on another adventure, remember this place.
Kotaku's Patrick Klepek voiced his shock about one of the more infamous moments in gaming history, stating that nothing compares to the moment Sonic was on the brink of death and forced to share a kiss with a human being. Klepek goes on to say that the plot of Sonic 06 is incomprehensible, so maybe it makes sense that Sonic kissed Princess Elise after all. In the infamous scene, Princess Elise leans over Sonic's body, pleading that he come back to life. The scene's awkwardness comes in part from the idea of a hedgehog kissing a human, but the confusing emotion is heightened by the entire cast of the game standing in the background silently. Just, God, someone put them out of their misery already! Tulip is a Japanese game about kissing, meaning there's a lot of kissing going on, obviously. However, the type of people the protagonist kisses makes the game a little awkward. These aren't romantic kisses, but kisses used to strengthen the boy's heart so he can ultimately win his love interest, a young girl in town. But to achieve his goal, the young protagonist needs to kiss a lot of people, and most of them are very strange, like the Misfit Underground residents. One look at these folks evokes serious Tim Burton meets Hokage Shadow King vibes. They're not exactly the type to win any beauty contests, but hey, beauty is in the lips of the smoocher, right? Tulip is definitely very Japanese, and might remind players of quirky games like Katamari Damacy and the aforementioned Okage. The character design and premise of Tulip makes every kiss just as strange and awkward as the last. But, you know, at least you get to kiss a cute girl in the end. Hey, it's the small victories. When Cassidy and Sean hook up in Life is Strange 2, it's not awkward because of anything the characters have done. While Life is Strange asks players to make some difficult choices, Life is Strange 2 makes players pick between two love interests, Finn and Cassidy. If players opt to romance Cassidy, the game's lovable folk-punk busker extraordinaire, they're treated to an incredibly awkward love scene complete with some oddly rendered kissing. The intimate moment between Sean and Cassidy has nothing to do with bad plot design or bad graphics, save for the weirdly animated smooching. Instead, the awkwardness comes from their inexperience as teenagers. The scene has been praised for being highly relatable, but that doesn't mean it's any less uncomfortable. Jean-Luc Cano, the lead writer for Life is Strange 2, explains that the team wanted the scene to feel realistic, and for players to walk away with the knowledge that intimacy is something that's more complicated and often depicted in movies. Sean doesn't know what he's doing, and the writing makes that palpable.
Hey, listen, I think you should know that
I know. Don't worry about it.
The scene is sweet, relatable, and cringy all at once. It's also just a teensy bit NSFW. So if you go looking this one up on the good tube, maybe make sure Mommy and Papa Dukes are out of the room first. Chrono Trigger remains one of the most beloved games of all time, with fans having many reasons to sing its praise. However, there's one ending to the game that might leave fans slightly uncomfortable in its awkwardness. Chrono Trigger has 13 unique endings, but one of them features a wedding, complete with a kiss between a frog and human. Officially titled the successor of Guardia, the wedding ending rewrites history and speculates what could happen if the aptly named frog felt confident enough to ask Queen Lean out. When gamers see the half-frog, half-human relatives of Marl, they'll know the answer. Players get to see the wedding between Frog and Lean, including the sloppy, fly-eating kiss that in other parts of the game might be mistaken as a combat move. Though the context of the kiss might be sweet and optimistic, the kiss itself is gross. While this ending is supposed to be funny, it's still a little awkward. Super Mario RPG is one of the oddest games in the long-running franchise, but fans love it. However, it does include quite the awkward kiss. The kiss occurs at the aptly named Marrymore Resort, where Mario follows Booster and Bowser in order to save Princess Toadstool. Mario must gather some of Peach's accessories before he can stop the sham wedding between Peach and Booster and get the kiss he usually earns at the end of each Mario game. However, if players gather the items too slowly, Mario ends up getting a kiss from Bowser and Booster instead. The entire kiss is just a misunderstanding in the game, but it makes Peach angry nonetheless. Bowser and Booster, on the other hand, regret the kiss because Mario feels like sandpaper. The mistaken kiss is meant to be funny, but it makes for an awkward break in tradition for Mario, Peach, and their usual end-of-game kiss. While fans may never get a true sequel to Super Mario RPG, they can relish the time when Mario kissed Bowser and, just for a moment, brought the forces of good and evil together in peace through a big ol' smooch.